Hi everyone, welcome to Lucy's Tarot. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube and also follow me on TikTok. So this is going to be your Saints message for All Saints Day. So for the fire signs. So I'm going to do each group of astrological signs. So I already earth, fire, water, air. So now this is for anybody. So it's not just, I was raised Catholic, but I follow, a little bit of each religion, I'm more spiritual than religious. So you can just take this as a message for the day or whenever you see it. You don't have to be religious. You don't have to be Catholic. It's just whatever. It is what it is. So hopefully it'll resonate. This is for entertainment purposes only, and it is a general reading. Keep that in mind. So I have a Saints and Angels Oracle card deck. So I figured I'd do a reading for, All Saints Day. Why not, I like to go along with different holidays sometimes. So the cards that came up for fire signs are Emotions, Saint Dymphna, Generosity, St. Nicholas of Myra, and You Found It, St. Anthony of Padua. So it's a little bit of everything in here. Like usually sometimes they coincide together. Is there something that you lost or you're trying to find? Because St. Anthony, that he's the go-to saint for that. Like, oh, you can't find your keys. Oh, you can't find where you put, your wallet or in the house or something or wherever, like even just everyday stuff, like something as small as, oh, hey, where'd I put my, I don't know, my glasses or something like that, so if you need to find something, you go to St. Anthony. And I know that from growing up with, around Catholic people, around the Catholic religion. I know that he's the go-to for that. So, yeah, so maybe that's what you need. You're trying to find something or you lost something recently. Hopefully you find it. I wish you luck with that. Sincerely, I do. Okay, so the other two cards, Emotions and Generosity. So here's the thing. And I'm going to be reading a little bit from, each description in the book. Emotions, we just had an eclipse and we had a new moon. So there was a solar eclipse. So and this, and even when the full moons come around, sometimes that affects our emotions too. And then we've had retrogrades and there's so much going on. So I know a lot about astrology, even though I was raised a certain religion. That me, I'm more spiritual than religious anyway. But I still do follow some of the stuff from different religions anyway. I think I mentioned that already. But so yeah, there's a lot going on recently with retrogrades, solar eclipses, moons, everything like that. So it can affect our emotions. So just realize that sometimes, sit with your emotions, be aware of what's going, try to go get through them. And sometimes it can be, we can also be affected from other people, like whoever's around us too. So make sure that you are around people that are not overly negative or, negative Nancy's or, or people that are just always seeing life as the glass half empty or something. So, generosity, that's pretty straightforward. So here's the thing. We don't need to be rich to be generous. Okay, so I'm not a fire sign, but I'm just gonna give you an example of, I think I have a couple planets in my chart that are fire, but recently I know I have an overabundance of crystals. So I was going through all my crystals and I'm okay, I'm gonna give away, any new ones that I don't really need or haven't really used, send them to a friend, send them to a family member. Why not? Just it's almost like sharing the wealth, even though I'm not rich, I'm not a millionaire or billionaire, but okay, I have extra crystals, extra gemstones that people may like and may use, so let me just send them out to somebody. Yeah, so that's just one example, so, and also even before in the past, I've done that with card decks. So I have a bunch of card decks, but any ones that I wasn't really using or I didn't really connect with, I asked, oh, hey, you want this card deck? Oh, I'll give it to you for, why not, so being generous, so you don't have to be rich to be generous, or you can even just give them a compliment. You can just give somebody a compliment, oh, hey, oh, I like your outfit, or, something as simple as that. That's being generous because you're you're sharing, just something that would make someone happy. So, and I'm not saying you have to do that with everybody either. Don't I wouldn't say, definitely, you can't help everybody. You're just one person. So, just keep that in mind too. So, and definitely don't like, when it comes to money, if people ask you for money, it's not like you shouldn't give it to them, but just think about your situation first. Like, if you can give it to them without like putting yourself in a situation, or sacrificing what you need to do, like, bills that you need to pay, then that's fine. But don't also be overly generous, and then you get in a pickle, as they used to say. So, okay, let me read. Let's see what the book says. So, emotions is the first one. The answer to your question involves emotions, either yours or those of the person you are inquiring about. This is also a message for you to pay closer attention to your emotions. It's safe for you to admit your true feelings to yourself. Saint Dymphna can help you find solutions to any emotional upsets. She's a loving saint who specializes in helping you achieve emotional and mental health. The lantern that she carries helps you better see where you are going and assists you in avoiding obstacles on your path. Allow Saint Dymphna to illuminate your journey if you notice any unwanted patterns in your behavior, or if you're about to sabotage yourself. Next page. Call upon this powerful saint for immediate assistance. This card is also a message for you to trust your feelings, especially as they guide you to make positive changes. Your feelings are the voice of heaven speaking through you, and you have a right to them, even if others disagree with them. You also release any upsetting emotions to God. You can also release any upsetting emotions to God. Saint Dymphna and the angels for healing. And oh god, I just let me repeat that. Sorry. You can also release any upsetting emotions to God, Saint Dymphna, and the angels for healing and guidance. Let me see. So what else does it say? She is the patron saint, let me see, of mental health and mental health workers, and you can call upon her to help you, a loved one, or a client with emotional and mental upsets. Okay, so obviously, that's in addition to, reaching out for help if you have any mental health issues going on. Obviously, like to, a professional, a doctor, whatever it is. Don't just solely rely on, like saints and, I mean, that's a good, that's like in addition to, like, if you have any mental health issues, or, like certain things going on, then yeah, definitely seek professional help. But then also, you can, on the side, or as in addition, you can also pray to this saint for that too. Okay, so because obviously this, tarot and other stuff doesn't take the place of seeking help either. So it's a tool in addition to help in addition. So. Okay, so next card, generosity. You're asked to start or continue giving time, money, assistance, or goods. This act helps you know how much you have and leads to a feeling of abundance that automatically attracts greater prosperity into your life. The more you give, the more you'll receive. Contribute with joy and be totally detached from the outcome of your offering. St. Nicholas reminds you of the happiness that you receive when you give to others from the spirit of love. Allow yourself to be surprised at how the universe gives back to you. St. Nicholas's legendary generosity led him to be called Santa Claus and become a patron saint of children and the needy. One of the, next page, famous stories about him describes his rescue of 3 young girls whose father was about to send them into something he shouldn't have sent them into, to save the impoverished family. So the saint threw 3 bags of gold through the girls' bedroom window so that their future was secure. Saint Nicholas also helped reform thieves and assisted those wrongfully imprisoned. You can call upon him to inspire and guide your volunteer work and show you the best avenues to give donations. So, yeah. So I don't know. In Italy, they always say like Saint Nicholas. I know that. Santa Claus. So he is associated with that too. So Saint Nick. Good old Saint Nick. So the last card is You Found It. So let's see what it says. So like I said, Saint Anthony, I mean, when you try to find stuff like on like in stores or online, like Saint Michael, Saint Anthony, Saint Jude, those are like the main ones that I see like a lot of stuff on, like whether it's candles or other stuff. So or medallions, you know, if you need anything, I think you could probably find it pretty easily if you go online or in certain like religious stores. Okay, so this is a message about finding something of great value, such as your life path or a lost item. Saint Anthony asks you to have faith that you've found or will soon find what you're looking for. The situation you're inquiring about is what you've been seeking. Congratulations, you found your way. Both Saint Anthony and the Archangel Chamuel can help you locate lost items. Call upon them both, either silently or aloud, and ask them to help you. Then pay attention to your inner guidance, such as gut feelings, visions, or thoughts. Follow this wisdom, and you'll find the item. Trust in the miracle of heaven's helpers retrieving the item for you. Remember that nothing is lost in the mind of God, and if for some reason it doesn't immediately return, hold the faith that it will come back to you in divine timing. St. Anthony of Padua, Italy, was called the Wonder Worker for his reported miraculous healings, including bringing a man back to life, and an eloquent speaker. He traveled widely to preach and help the poor. It's even reported that he gave speeches outdoors in the rain, yet his audience remained dry. Many people call upon St. Anthony to find lost items and to regain the grace of God with miraculous results. Actually, yes, some people do pray to him also for miracles too as well. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That's about it. That's your message for All Saints Day. Don't forget it's a general, just a general message, and it's for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, like you can Google any saint you want online, and there's like, I think, well, not hundreds. I think there's like thousands of saints. So if you need a patron saint of something, you could probably just Google it and it'll come up, or you can find it online there. And like I said, that goes for anybody. You don't have to be Catholic to look into that either. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.